Welcome back to AIM Kentucky. Joining us on this Tuesday morning is Karika Nelson and Summer Shannon with the BG Freedom Walkers. They're here today to tell us about some upcoming events they have going on this weekend regarding Juneteenth. It's a big celebration, that's for sure. So thank you both for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having us, Isaac.
Yeah, so obviously you all have a weekend filled with stuff. Let's start off with Friday. I know there's a couple events happening that day, so tell us what else is happening then.
Yeah, so Friday, it's our jump-off night. 5 to 9, we'll have vendors set up at Soki Fairgrounds. And then from 7 to 9, it'll be our second annual comedy show with Kev the comedian hosting. So we have 6 new comedians that's coming from Nashville, Evansville, Owensboro. And then at 9:30, we have our first annual artist showcase. So any singers, rappers, musicians, poets, we have 4 judges set up, and we're going to pick 3 winners, and they get a big prize.
All right. Yep. Yeah, those are Evansville and Owensboro. That's my area, so that's going to be fun to see some hometown people. So Summer, tell me, I know these events, they go towards benefiting some of the stuff the Freedom Walkers puts on, but what else does a lot of the proceeds raised go towards?
Yes, so we always give back to the community. One of the big things is that we have to put back into our fund because we have our back to school bash coming up, and we plan to do 600 backpacks this year, so a lot of that will go towards buying the supplies for that.
All right. Yeah, definitely. And believe it or not, it's June, but back to school season is approaching fast.
Yes.
So that's for sure. So I know there's a couple events that day, and on Saturday there's another one happening, right?
That's right. So Saturday will be our main day. That'll be where we have over 50 vendors. So 10 to 6 will be our Juneteenth weekend celebration in the Black vendor market. So we have Black-owned businesses, small-owned businesses, organizations, and community organizations and partners. So that's 10 to 6. And then from 3 to 4 will be our Juneteenth ceremony. So it'll be our second annual proclamation with the city of Bowling Green. We'll also have speakers. We'll have some singers, just uniting the community together to share the knowledge of Juneteenth while we celebrate it and giving homage to our ancestors. And then from 6 to 11, it'll be our second annual Juneteenth kickback. So it's a free event for the vendors, the comedians, the artists, and for the community to come and laugh, dance, and we got a live DJ. Yeah,
so it's almost kind of like a wrap up of the every other week or weekend event in one. So that's awesome. That's right. So you mentioned kind of earlier just about the importance of Juneteenth and whatnot. I know it just became a federal holiday a few years ago, so it was very monumental for U.S. history. So kind of what is the actual importance of Juneteenth? Summer, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to realize that that's the actual Freedom Day for African Americans, and so it's big that we now pay homage to that, and that we represent that, and that we acknowledge that here in Bowling Green as a community.
Yeah, I was about to ask, with some of the events you all put on each and every year, it just seems like the organization continues to grow each and every year as well. So what's the reception been like for the last couple of years in these events?
Yeah, from our first year in 2020 till now, each year we've had to get a bigger venue due to the community coming out and supporting the Black-owned businesses, the organizations, and the agencies. So, I mean, that's great. Just seeing everyone come together. It's a free event, spreading peace, love, diversity, and unity. The kids, it's a family-free event. It's always a safe environment. We do it to connect our community as well as to spread the knowledge, as I said before. So we're not expecting anything less. And like I said, with over 50 vendors, with food trucks and different businesses, it's going to be a great weekend to come out and support, even the network. If you don't buy anything, just come out and support, see what we have going on. Grab you. We'll have some free water, free watermelon. The community loves that. So it's different things that all ages can participate in.
That's for sure. And if anything, I'm looking at the forecast, the weather's going to be good too. So that's going to be a good part of it too.
That's right.
So I know there's a lot of events that we have just that we've covered now, but is there any other that are taking place this weekend as well?
Yeah, so Sunday as well, I want to acknowledge our Church on the Lawn. It's our 3rd annual. Starts at 10:30. We have Reverend Ronnie Johnson that will be delivering the sermon. And then from 10 to 6, we'll still have the vendors outside as well. But we'll have our second annual Miss Juneteenth pageant from 3 to 5. So it is for boys and girls. Even though it's Miss Juneteenth, we want to make the boys feel comfortable as well. So there's certain boys that are in it, younger boys, of course, but that's for all kids. So right now, BG Freedom Walkers is still offering some free spots. We still have about 5 more available. So if there's any parents that kids would like to participate in it, please reach out to us on Facebook.
That's for sure. Inclusivity is key, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right. Summer, Karika, thank you both so much
Thanks
for
so
joining
much,
me this
Isaac.
morning.
Thank
The BG Freedom Walkers are hosting lots of events and celebrations this weekend. And for more information on what we talked about this morning, you can visit BG Freedom Walkers on Facebook. We'll be right back with a look at your forecast.